For his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. The offense has to around him game well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense is trying to put together a good drive. Gives it on the option. Moves his way for more. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Miners look to keep this drive humming. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Got it out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. And the Miners have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. And you got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
You've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You're throwing incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this?
Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Utep.
And this offense just made their first statement, the first drive. 4th down. What are we going to do? We're going to be aggressive. Not only that, they get the touchdown. They're rewarded. What a hot start for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Liberty Flames offense will have its first possession of the game. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him. And then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting him into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game. When you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why the
time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Flames will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. On target over the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped. No gain. A little less room to work with down. The ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. That will be The Miners have moved it inside the 20. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Crisp execution in the passing game. They've got it down to the 3. And the Miners come to the line in the hurry up. A first down run in the red zone. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting a tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utep.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep our eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Off the play fake on first down. He tries to take the top off. He's got it on the outside. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. That's the end of the quarter, and Utep has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. Holds it in down the sideline. Slippery slide. Finds his way right away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Hauls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on first and 10. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The Miners can really attack on this second and short. Grab near the marker. It's Taylor. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business. And the Miners are threatening on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Miners.
And you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working.
And that ball hit the ground behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders were everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Breaks into the open.
Well, they dialed the pass play there on first down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and it's just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another first down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up a first down without getting it into the end zone. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown, Utep! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. You've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll give it to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. And the Flames will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give is to Taylor. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they're able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quick strike complete. They'll make the stop about 30 yards short of the first down. The Miners will try to move the sticks on 4th down. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. To the air on second down. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost have the touchdown pass on that one. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. Using the quick game. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utep.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Peace. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Flames will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Touchdown, Niners! Special teams coming through, the 3rd aspect of the game, delivering big time.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Lynchburg. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at the Bill Arthur L. Williams Stadium.
And the Miners will kick it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. Nothing went right order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind. They have to believe.
Near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Peace. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Flames decide to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Utep has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Fires to the tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on first down, open up the entire playbook.
And just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted at wide receivers, and now understand zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
Creates a little space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Utep. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Flames will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Miners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for first down.
The RPO, it's complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. And the Miners in a good spot here with second and short. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. The Miners are marching down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Utep.
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
56, Liberty 7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Give to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
He's brought down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football.
It's picked off, and another empty drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to?
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd like to convert this 3rd and long. Fires to the big fella. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miners. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in this one in the MAC that just finished up. Toledo was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Rockets performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the MAC.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's reeled in. It's Peace. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And the Flames send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. This quarterback has been locked in. The aerial attack has been precise. They put up big numbers. They put points on the board. It has just been superb. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
First down for the offense.
Rides the back on the option to give. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying them on right now. It's a really nice run.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying play action. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Utep. And they take it in for 6 more points. You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. It's complete on the right side. Now across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. And not even a chance to pitch it as he is slammed down in the backfield.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing.
Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. First down here for the offense. Quarterback making checks. The give as they work on that clock. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Going to swing it on second down. Now improvising. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. And the Miners will snap it on first and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this group game. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when it's got full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
They're working that right side. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. The Flames with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Connection to the right. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. After this, it'll be a wrap. To the air on 1st down. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield.